This pains me. Again, I did this based on interest. Hello! Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing like one video. So Cruella has been released, so it's brand new in everybody's mind, and the entire internet, everybody's talking about this. The Disney villains, they want Disney to adapt like the same treatment as Cruella. So might as well share my wish list because I matter. Making this list was pretty easy. Like before we start, I just want to mention my honorable mention before I show you my top 5. Again, if I were a Disney, if I have the time to tell Disney these are the villains I want adaptation for, here are some honorable mentions. I love all of them. I'm open to anything. I'll share Yzma. I think Yzma's origin story would be very fun. Has to be very funny. Scar. We're getting like a Scar science / prequel series for The Lion King 2, so you're Scar. And Hans, Prince Hans. I'll be very curious. I feel like his story, he's a type of villain where you can easily make him like a redemption story. So I'll be very curious to see his side of the story. It's going to be so sad and depressing. And Dr. Facilier, I'm very like interested with his story and how voodoo magic became into his life. So it'll be pretty interesting. And lastly, the thing I forgot to add in my honorable mentions list when I was typing this was Madame Mie, the villain from Sword of the Stone, Marilyn's like nemesis. It'll be pretty interesting. It would be kind of similar to Cruella kind of, but it would be like wizard fight out. So it'll be interesting to know more about her. She's kind of one of those underrated villains. So there's that. Okay, so let's move on to the top 5 Disney villains I want a prequel for, and I'll tell you if it should be a series or like a movie. Okay, let's start with number 5, Hades. Hades is such a fun character. It's one of the funniest characters, as I said in my other videos. He's like one of my top funniest Disney villains. So I think Hades would be a good, I'm fine with either Disney Plus series or a full up movie. Probably a series would probably work because like there's so much like gods in his story, and like it'll be pretty interesting to know more about him and how he fits with the god's role and stuff. So it would be pretty interesting. I think series would definitely work. So Hades. And then the fourth one is the Lady Tremaine family, aka Lady Tremaine, more specifically on her and her stepsister. I know we're getting a stepsister, Cinderella stepsister like movie. We don't know if it's a movie or a series, probably a movie, but we don't know if it's going to Disney Plus or the theater. So I'm very interested with that. Interested to hear Lady Tremaine's perspective on life, like a full-on movie. I would love that. I think probably a Disney, not a series, but a Disney Plus movie would probably work for the Lady Tremaine than like a theatrical film, because I don't know, I just feel like when the Cinderella remake came out, there was like, I mean, there's some fan base over, but it wasn't like huge blast over it. So I think a Disney Plus movie would definitely be good. It would be pretty interesting hearing like the Lady Tremaine story. She's such an interesting villain. I want to learn more about her backstory, like why was she poor before she met Cinderella, why is she so cruel, etc. I think it would be a fun movie, especially add the stepsister into it. Okay, so number 3, this pains me. Again, I did this based on interest. Like if these are the villains I'm very interested in hearing their like Disney's take on their backstory. So number 3 is Ursula. We'll see how the Little Mermaid live action is. If Melissa McCartney does a pretty good job, if not, then I'll be very interested. Definitely a theatrical film, because Ursula's such one of the I think that's everybody's like top 3, probably number 1 like Disney villain they want like a prequel with. I feel like Ursula would be like super interesting, and I think a theatrical film would definitely work because Ursula makes a huge cash of the money. They could, I think it will work. I think it would be like Cruella, where they could possibly hire like a younger actress to play Ursula before we know her from the Little Mermaid, or they can always let Melissa McCartney, you know, technology nowadays. I think that I'll be pretty interested in here, like learn about her relationship, like what her life was like when she was living in the palace before she got banished. I don't know what the changes they're doing in the remake, so I think Ursula would be pretty interesting seeing like her backstory, because she's such a campy and a fun villain to play with. So there's Ursula. So number 2 is Mother Gothel. I love Mother Gothel. Like she's one of the last modern Disney like villain. I mean, all the villains so far are like, and they're kind of okay. Disney, that's like the last like full-on villain. I think a series could possibly work. I feel like it would be cool if I have to do like a Disney Plus series of Mother Gothel. It would be pretty cool if they did it like kind of like Loki type of style. We don't have between Loki, but it's kind of like based like, yeah, you saw in the trailer where Loki travels like in time. That would be pretty interesting seeing like Mother Gothel's like evolution of like how long she has been like, because she's such an old Disney, one of the oldest Disney villain. That's why we see her being old and stuff. So I think it would be pretty interesting seeing her backstory. I think a series would definitely work than a movie, like a Disney Plus series for Mother Gothel. So like I would be pretty interested with that. And I think it's like a very cool series that I would definitely watch. So I would make that like a Disney Plus series of seeing her like travel through time because she lives for so long. So yeah, I think it would be pretty interesting. And we want Agatha Harkness Catherine Hahn to play her. So yeah, I think that a Disney Plus series will definitely work to tell her prequel story. So then my number one Disney villain, I want them to do like a retelling, not retelling, basically reimagining or a prequel, whatever you call this one. I want them to do Evil Queen, aka Green Jim, I don't know how to say her real name. But anyway, the Evil Queen from Snow White. Snow White is such a simple story, but like, I don't know, there's just so many, like, anything about Snow White really like fascinates me with all the questions I have. And I guess I think a theatrical film would definitely work for the Evil Queen because she has like, who they cast? Lady Gaga, please. I think that like a Disney Plus series could also work too, but I feel like this movie is meant to be like tell in a theatrical film. In my personal opinion, it'll be pretty interesting like seeing the answers of like her relationship with Snow White and her how did she get obsessed with vanity, her magic mirror, just lots of interesting questions about the Evil Queen. And I feel like getting a prequel story would be like so interesting. I just hope that they don't like redeem her, like she's just as vile as she is. So yeah, I think that a Disney traditional theatrical release of Evil Queen movie would be like amazing. I would love that. So I would green like a Disney. I guess I would like to see the Snow White's the remake first before I would get the Evil Queen prequel, but I want an Evil Queen prequel so badly. So that's my number one. So let me know in the comments below. So that is my top 5 list. I'm so sorry this video is like pretty short and sweet. So let me know in the comments below what is your like top 5 or you most want, like you want Disney to which villain deserves like their own like retelling of their own story. So I'll be very interested to hear the comments down below. So I already showed you mine. Let's put in the universe. Maybe we might get this story. So yeah, let me know. And I hope you guys enjoyed this wonderful, short, quick video. And if you do like any video like this, make sure you give a very big thumbs and subscribe because I do like lots of videos, like lots of Disney content like this. Okay, have a wonderful day and I'll see you all on the next one. Okay, bye. Poof.
Hope I'm pronouncing these people's names right.
We love you, but unfortunately, you're not in my top 5. Oh, wait, that's it? Okay.